What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioWest 3 Raw TV. Tonight we're going to talk about something that I think, let's first preempt the video with this. Now, for years now, I've had people making fun of me, people pointing at me and laughing at me, telling me how fucking stupid I am. Because I talk about things that don't necessarily get talked about or necessarily have studies or findings or things to back them up that I have just personally witnessed over my lifetime. And one of those things was specifically cancer. And, I get the fact that I said that there was more cases of cancer now than ever before. Why is cancer on the increase so much compared to when I was a kid? And people actually made fun of me and said stuff like, and here's what I don't get. Like, they would say that my statement was fucking stupid by saying that, but then they make the statement like this, which I think is absolutely asinine, as, Jerry, well, we just have better ways of diagnosing cancer nowadays, so there's more cases based on better diagnosis. They get faster, earlier diagnosed. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? So you're trying to tell me, because listen how stupid this is, that because when I was a kid it wasn't diagnosed as easily, that the cancer went away in people, that there's the same amount of cancer now. It just went away. No, what happened was when I was a kid, if it wasn't diagnosed properly, the person died. Upon the autopsy, they find out, fuck, this person died of this type of cancer, metastasis. They figure it out afterwards, and then the family that is having the funeral lets all the relatives and fucking everybody else know, fucking Uncle Joe died of cancer. Okay, so inevitably you wind up learning that the person died of cancer, but so that person still died of cancer. It didn't go away because it wasn't diagnosed properly. But nowadays, there's so many more early diagnosis as well as deaths from cancer that actually chemotherapy and radiation works 7% of the time. 93% of the time it fails. But there's more cases of cancer now than ever before. But what happens is you get the people that only know what they've been taught through the mainstream, through media, through what they've got in school, what their parents may have told them. Like, their parents are not fucking experts. Their parents get told from the fucking news, which those motherfuckers we know now, news-wise, and I mean all of them, not any specific one, are full of shit, and half the time their fucking stories are bullshit because they don't fucking check facts. So bottom line is, there's things that pop off that are related to these people or kind of just handed down to these people, and they go, oh, Jerry's so fucking dumb. There's not extra fucking cases of cancer nowadays. And then what happens is they just think I'm fucking dumb, and they go off and do their own thing, and they don't even pay attention to see how it actually pans out. But all of a sudden, things that I talk about all of a sudden start panning out. Information comes out. Like, I talk about the branched chain amino acids. I even talked about branched chain amino acids being a fuel for cancer. Not saying they cause cancer, but they're a fuel. People like, Jerry says BCAAs cause cancer. I didn't say that. I said that they are a fuel for cancer and can actually fuel certain types of cancer really well. Right? Well, guess what? All that information is out there. It's like the X-Files. The truth is out there, but nobody wants to look at it because I want to live in a little bubble and think that everything around them is fine, nothing is going on, they're safe. Bullshit. There's a lot of bullshit going on in the world. But we have another thing tonight, which I love that. I love when I get these facts that back up what I said, even though I had no proof, it was an observation. Then you have the studies to back it up that even the fucking wingnuts of the people that made fun of me can't argue with. They literally they don't know what to say because it's the truth. So today we're going to talk more about some cancer stuff. And remember, I said there's more cases of cancer now than ever before. And my theory is it's either environmental or the food or both. And now I'm starting to learn that it is both. Now, there are chemicals that are in our food that are absolutely fucking cancer causing. We've talked about milk products in general. There's a ton of fucking studies out there and information that milk products are 100% linked to cancer in men and women both, in otherwise healthy individuals. Okay? These are facts, guys. They're not made up. It's not me fucking conspiracy theories. Like, I don't want this shit to be true. I don't want to have information that is not really out there that people are fucking talking about, but the information's out there for you to get. I don't want to be the bearer of that bad news, but I do want everyone to know the truth. Like, I still drink whey protein shakes. Why? Because fucking I like whey protein shakes. Sometimes that's all I can get when I'm on the road and I have a plant-based with me, so I'll do a whey protein shake. But I'm not into the guys that it's not doing anything to my body. Just like when I go tanning, I realize this could give me cancer. Like, I'm fully aware of the shit that I do and I take full responsibility for it, saying, if I do this and this happens, it's my own fault. I'm not living in a blind world where I walk around thinking everything is fine and I get cancer. I'm like, how did this fucking happen? Dude, you're in the fucking sun. You're drinking fucking milk. You're fucking smoking cigarettes. You're doing all this shit that's fucking giving you cancer. You can't figure out how it happened? Well, all the fucking people that sell the stuff say it's fucking not cancer forming. Whatever. You know what I mean? Just the truth is out there. We're going to talk about tonight. California tap water linked to thousands of cancer cases. Studies suggest. Studies. Now get this. These are actually published, peer-reviewed studies. Okay, it's not like some guy like me did it and fucking put it on his phone and did it. Right? Listen. Drinking California tap water increased the number of cancer cases statewide by more than 15,000 over the course of a lifetime, the new study says. Looking at how drinking water pollutants interact to affect human health, rather than looking at each one separately, researchers analyzed data in more than 2,700 California community water systems from 2011 to 2015. The estimated 15,449 added cancer cases over the course of 70 years means 221 annual cancer cases from drinking water pollution, researchers said in an article published Tuesday in the peer-reviewed journal Environmental Health. The researchers were a team of scientists from the Environmental Working Group, a nonprofit advocacy group. Drinking water rarely contains one contaminant, yet regulators currently assess the health standards of tap water pollutants one by one. This ignores the combination effects of multiple pollutants, which is how people ingest them in the real world. Listen to me. 221 cases a year may not seem like a lot to you guys, but that's 221 cases from the water. Now include the cases from the Monsanto's Roundup, okay, which is clearly cancer-causing, which spiked cancer cases just from that one product, right? Now go with the cancer-causing, absolute fucking inevitable, going to happen fucking issues with milk products because we're all still drinking milk, right? That's just 3 things that are absolutely linked to cancer-causing issues. Now add those numbers up and how many annually do you get of that? That's more than when I was a fucking kid. That's exactly what I fucking said. And one by one, I'm finding the pieces to the puzzle to prove exactly what I said when those motherfuckers told me I was nuts. Now, the fact that I'm saying this stuff is true. So why do people resist? Why do people fight back against it instead of saying, well, that's interesting. Jerry said this. Now that I think about it, all right, let me just do a little research. When I fucking Googled the cancer rates between 1975 and now, there was unbelievable spikes in certain types of cancer, all cancer in general, but certain types of cancer spiked even more than other ones. And there was absolutely a timeline when you fucking look at it. And all you got to do is Google like cancer between this time or increases in cancer. Just start Googling cancer, increases in cancer, cancer on the rise. You'll find all these graphs and shit that basically track this shit. And cancer has gone up since I was a kid, period. Matter of fact, since the late 90s, well, mid 90s, it's actually spiked quite a bit. It was kind of on a steady rise in the 70s and 80s. Once it hit the mid-90s, it fucking did this. So there's something that happened in the mid-90s. Now we have a bunch of different shit in our food. We have all kinds of different stuff in the water, in the air. Fucking we have stupid little Glade plugins and shit that you plug into the wall that smell good. Now, I haven't heard anything about this, but, and this is just completely like an example. It's not even true, okay? I'm just giving you an example of what could be possible. What if there's something in those things that when they're inhaled, they cause cancer? We didn't have those when I was a kid. But now they're in so many fucking houses across America, maybe possibly the world, I don't know, that something as little as that as you don't even think about, let's say those fucking things added on 500 people a year that had cancer. Now add those to the fucking water in California, add those to the Monsanto's Roundup and the food that we're eating every day. Like, it's every little piece is a piece of a puzzle that makes the bigger fucking puzzle. But those pieces are the things that are fucking killing people. And what happens is people go, well, Jerry, it says, well, this level here and it's less than that, so it's not a big deal. But that's not the only thing that you're ingesting and coming in contact with. You're coming in contact with the water, the milk, the plugins, the fucking Monsanto's Roundup. You're coming in contact with all kinds of other shit. There's different lotions and fucking deodorants, fucking shaving creams, stuff that also have cancer-causing agents in it. You're combining all these cancer-causing agents at once, thinking that, well, this one says that there's less than what it really takes to cause cancer in it, so I'm safe. Maybe if you only use that thing in your life and not the other things in your life, but everything has something in it now that causes cancer. It's the synergy, which I talk about all the time, a synergistic effect. By itself, it may not cause this type of reaction, but combined with the 10 other things, you now have a synergy that causes this reaction, and it is absolutely founded across the board. Why is it so hard to understand? Why do people resist? Why do people not want to know the truth? Like, I guess ignorance is bliss, but I'm sorry, I don't want to be ignorant. I don't want to be left in the fucking cold. I don't want to be in the dark about shit that I'm putting in my body. Because look, even if I cut down on some of these things, if that's going to make a fucking difference, like I don't know how many of you have seen cancer up close and personal, but if I can cut down on some of these things, and that's going to cut down my chances of getting cancer when I'm older or now or whenever, guess what? I'm cutting down on those fucking things. I'm not going to be that motherfucker who just blindly does everything and doesn't care because nothing matters, and then goes through 2 rounds of chemotherapy and radiation and winds up fucking dying a horrible death anyways. In my final days while I'm going through these treatments, I'm not even living to begin with because I'm so fucking sick that my life ended basically when I started those treatments. So the final 2 years of my life completely fucking sucked and I can't wait to die. That's not going to be me. Okay, if that's you, that's your choice. I don't give a fuck. You guys do whatever it is, but that's not going to be me. I'm going to do the best I can after making very bad decisions when I was younger, getting as much information as I can now to make better decisions now so that I can take care of myself and be around a long fucking time for my wife, my dog, my friends and family, and the people that actually want me around. And I'll be even around for you motherfuckers that hate me from watching these videos. I'll still be around, motherfuckers. I'm not going anywhere. So be aware, guys. There's so much shit going on out there that this right now that I'm talking about with the water, right? There's so many pollutants in the water that it's not just one that causes it. And I don't know who drinks tap water anymore, but like when I grew up, you couldn't drink tap water. In Warren, you couldn't drink it. And it wasn't about cancer. It was the Kickamuit River was our reservoir. And there was, basically ducks and stuff shitting in it. And it caused these fucking reactions that we couldn't drink the water. We would actually have a mason jar, like a jelly jar, dropped on our doorstep in a big Ziploc bag with a fucking label on it. And we would take it, fill it up with the tap, fucking seal it, put the thing on it, write the date on it, put it in the bag, put it back on the steps, and the next morning someone would drive by before we even got to bed and pick all those things up, and they'd study them. So we couldn't drink tap water. I didn't even know you could drink tap water until I moved to Maryland. When I moved to Maryland, the water's okay. Well, is it? I mean, we know for a fact that it has antibiotics in it, and those antibiotics that are in the water, if you're drinking it, guess what? It causes antibiotic resistance, which means the next time you fucking get sick or you have something really bad, they go to give you antibiotics. They don't work. I don't take antibiotics. When I'm sick, I don't fucking take antibiotics. If I got a fucking cut, if I get an infection, I don't take antibiotics. I clean that shit, I fucking rest, I do whatever I can, but I don't take antibiotics unless I am fucking forced to. You know why? Because I want them to work. When I had pneumonia, they gave me Levaquin, which should not have cleared up the pneumonia, but I didn't take antibiotics. The Levaquin knocked that fucking pneumonia right out, and I was okay. I would have been dead if I had been a regular antibiotic user every time I got fucking sick. Or if I had been drinking tap water that had antibiotics and to cause resistance, I would have been dead. Levaquin, 1 bag of Levaquin brought me back from the fucking dead where they thought I was already going to be fucking dead. So be aware, guys. There's a lot of stuff going out there that people don't talk about. And if you want to bury your heads in the sand and act like it doesn't exist, that's fine. But what I don't want to hear later on is, boo-hoo me, I have cancer. Boo-hoo me, I have this. Boo-hoo me, this, that, and the other thing. And I'm like, but you made fun of me. You said none of the stuff was important. If you've been paying attention, and I'm not here to fucking hold you by the hand, you make your own choices. But when someone is just literally is giving you the information and says, here it is to take care of yourself. I don't benefit anything from these things. I don't get a single fucking dime. I'm not with any fucking group. I don't give a fuck. I want you guys to feel what I feel, and that is fucking being able to control your own destiny by having information. You need the information or you're flying fucking blind. Who the fuck would fly a plane up in the sky blind? Nobody. You need the information to fly the fucking plane. You need the information to take care of yourself. There are different things like chlorophyll and fucking charcoal and things that actually help detox your body of heavy metals. And there's so many things we can do out there to take care of ourselves that we're not doing. And based on the fact that, well, it's not that big a deal because studies say that it takes this much of this fucking to give you cancer. Well, guess what? There's 14 things in there. All of them are slightly under the level, meaning that they're just about to be able to give you cancer in those amounts. And when you combine them, there's a synergy that absolutely fucking gives you cancer. But it's so hard to break that through fucking people's minds. They just can't fucking get it. And it makes me fucking sad. It really upsets me to know that this information is out there. I'm the only one out here fucking talking about it. The only one pushing it. I'm not saying in the world, the only one in the fitness industry, because everybody else is too fucking worried about IFYM and not worrying about sweeteners and not giving a shit about drinking Monsanto's Roundup and fucking, let's drink all the fucking tap water we want. Like, you're doing everything because you just fucking think that everything is fucking roses. And you're not even thinking one fucking bit about, listen, if I do this long enough, this is going to fuck me up, right? Yes. BioStrengthTraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. BioStrength.com is the blog. It's the Please Listen Bicep, and we are